Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. Oh my goodness. Unsurprisingly, there was a poll among Knick players. A very special poll. To see who they liked the most in the locker room. Now, I already know what some of these haters are going to say.
Well, Steve, of course they're going to say it's Melo because he's the best player on the team and they don't want to upset the best player.
Look, Carmelo Anthony is not the most underrated player of all time just because of his skill set. He's the most underrated player of all time because he's a great teammate. There has never, and I repeat, never, been a teammate alongside Carmelo Anthony that has ever complained about playing alongside of him. No one on that team complains about Melo holding the ball too long except those idiotic fans, and yes, some of them watch my videos, that booed Carmelo Anthony while he was playing with the Knicks. The same people that wanted Phil Jackson to stay, the same people that booed Melo, that want Melo to leave, that say Melo's an overrated bum. I mean, these people are crazy. These people have lost their damn mind. But now, the proof is in the pudding. The Knicks roster had a poll to see who they liked the most. And you want to know who was the number one voted guy? Unsurprisingly, none other than Carmelo Anthony. Unsurprisingly, the greatest Knicks player the Knicks have ever had. And I don't want to hear,
Oh, well, he's not better than Patrick Ewing.
stop it. Stop it. Skill for skill, he's better. Enough. Melo wouldn't have missed a wide-open layup to go to the NBA Finals against Reggie Miller, who averaged 18 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for his career, yet he's an all-time great. Are you kidding me? Reggie Miller's an all-time great? Go watch my video, the most overrated player of all time. Let's be real for a second. 18, 3, and 3, and then people rank him over Melo? Yeah, the bias is ridiculous. Okay, the bias is absolutely, completely ridiculous at this point. The point is that unsurprisingly to me, someone that's been watching Knicks games, this is the biggest problem with playing for the Knicks. You're in the biggest spotlight. Okay, well, Melo was always in the spotlight because he's Melo. I mean, he's 15 years pro and he's still a top player in the league. Let's be real. Okay, he may not be up there, he may not be top 5 anymore, but in terms of people knowing his name, let's be real. The most known players in the world right now. You go to Asia, you go to Africa, you go to the Middle East, you go to Alaska, you go anywhere, and you say, do you know who LeBron is? Do you know who KD is? Do you know who Curry is? Do you know who Melo is? They're all going to say, duh. They all know who Carmelo Anthony is. Okay, so stop it. But the point is that we have people talking about Melo that don't even watch him on a nightly basis. We have people that don't even watch Carmelo Anthony on a nightly basis, but they have the audacity to call him a ball stopper. The Knicks, the people he plays with, the players that he played with the past 4 years, especially last year, said they don't have a problem with Melo holding the ball. But it's not only that, they not once complained about him ball hogging. I mean, come on, Carmelo Anthony. If you watch the games, you would realize when Melo's off of the floor, the Knicks fall apart. They can't create for themselves. We were lucky we had Derrick Rose, but when he was off the floor as well, it was embarrassing. Kristaps Porzingis couldn't create for himself. He would pull up from the top of the key like 12 times in a row. But that's why he scores better and he's more efficient when Carmelo Anthony's on the floor. When Melo's on the floor, the Knicks win. Melo's clutch in crunch time, unsurprisingly, the clutchest player since 2003. But what people fail to understand is I understand this because I literally watch every single damn near Knick game. I only missed one Knick game last year because I couldn't take it anymore. I'll sit there and I'll tell you guys this right now, straight up. Carmelo Anthony, when he's off the floor, the Knicks fall apart. They're shambles. It is embarrassing. It is a complete catastrophe when Carmelo Anthony's off the floor. I mean, it looks like high school players trying to play against NBA players. They might as well call your boy Steve and be like, Steve, we have a spot for you. You can come play with Melo, and you already know what would happen. 5 straight NBA championship. And, I remember when I was younger, like 13, 14. Actually, no. When I first started to really want to play basketball competitively, I was like 17, 18. I was dreaming like, look, when I get on the Knicks and I win Finals MVP, this was my speech. I had this speech planned out. Look, I appreciate winning Finals MVP, but I don't want this trophy. I'm giving this trophy to Carmelo Anthony because he is the greatest Knick player we have ever seen. I'm not joking. I literally have a speech written down for that. Now, that may not be my dream anymore because it's money over anything. However the hell you make money, go that way. People say, whatever.
Money can't buy happiness.
Shut up. Look. It's funny that the Knicks players themselves don't have a problem with Melo. It's been your man Steve, and maybe next time you should actually watch Knick games before criticizing the best player we've ever had. And, to all Knick fans that booed Carmelo Anthony, you're a disgrace. You're not a real Knick fan, and guess what?